My name is Jeffrey Cabanez, and I am a VISTA leader with the California State University STEM VISTA program. The purpose of this video is to help you understand the process of applying for an AmeriCorps position. We will guide you through the steps to apply through My AmeriCorps, outline the information you will need to submit an application, and show you how to find and apply for specific positions. If at any point you have questions or run into a problem, you can call the National Service Hotline at 1-800-942-2677. There are 4 stages to apply for an AmeriCorps position. First, you have to create a profile. This is where you will enter basic information about yourself. Second, you have to complete an application. The application asks for detailed information about your education, work and volunteer history, references, etc. Third, you have to find positions and submit your application. This is where you search My AmeriCorps for positions in various service areas and states. And then finally, you have to track your application status. Stage 1 is to create a profile. There are 4 steps in creating your profile. Be sure you gather or know all of the information below in advance because your progress will not be saved at each step of the profile creation stage. If any section of the step is incomplete, you will have to start over from the beginning. On My AmeriCorps, you will need to click on Apply to Serve to begin. That will take you to this page prompting you to create a profile. Fill in each question field accurately, making sure that you use your legal birth name and social security number. To be eligible for AmeriCorps, applicants must be either a U.S. citizen, U.S. national, or legal permanent resident alien. Choose your status from this drop-down menu below. Once you've registered, you will receive a confirmation email from recruitment@americorps.gov. This email contains a link to create a username and password. You must create a username and password within 72 hours or your profile will be canceled. You should now be able to log in to My AmeriCorps. However, before you can start applying to positions, you will need to create an application, and you will need the following in order to complete your application: a motivational statement of up to 3,000 characters, details of your skills and experience, community service, education and employment history for the past 10 years, a criminal history statement if applicable, demographic information, and at least 2 references including email addresses and physical addresses. Note that anyone you list as a reference will receive a reference request email from AmeriCorps. To start your application, on the left-hand navigational panel, click on Applications. The application you create is not necessarily specific to one position listing and can likely be used for multiple listings. You may create more than one application if there is specific information that you would like to include in another position listing. I am going to highlight some of the steps that commonly have questions. For the motivational statement and any long-form questions, I highly suggest that you write them in a saved Word document before putting them into the question field. For the skills and experience step, these are the skill areas that you selected while registering for your My AmeriCorps profile. There is a 200 character limit, so remember to keep your responses brief if you're writing them in a Word document. Under criminal history, a list of every conviction you have received is required. Don't feel that this will automatically disqualify you. It is to your advantage to be completely honest. All AmeriCorps members are required to undergo a background investigation, including a search of the National Sex Offender Public website and an FBI criminal history check, which requires fingerprints. The program is investigating for past sexual offenses, violent crimes, and crimes that have direct negative implications on your assignment. Although this is the last step for your application, references are crucial. References can take time to respond, and when being considered for positions, this step may hinder the hiring process. Select Create New Reference. References receive an email from AmeriCorps and are prompted to fill out questions about you. You will choose 2 references to be attached to your application. It is important that you choose references that can speak to your skills and abilities. Be sure to let the references you have selected know that you are applying to AmeriCorps and ask them if they are willing to provide a reference. Giving them a heads up will prompt them to look for the AmeriCorps reference email and ensure that they have enough time to complete it. Once your reference information has been inputted, go to the References page and click Finish Application. Your references do not need to be completed in order for you to finish the application or submit your application to position listings. Now that your application is complete, you can search for position listings and apply. If you don't have a specific position listing in mind, You can focus in on just the right position for you by filtering program type, state, and program name. You can also filter by educational level, metropolitan area, service area, language, and skills. On the listing page, click Apply Now. If you don't see the Apply Now link in the listing, double check that you are logged into your My AmeriCorps profile. If you are not logged in, you will not see the Apply button in the open listings. If you are still unable to see the Apply Now link, check to see if the program is currently accepting applications. Also, if you find a position that interests you, but you are not quite ready to apply, select Add to Favorites link on the listing to save it to your Favorites tab to quick reference. If you have multiple applications, select the one you wish to submit for this listing. Certify everything that you are prompted to, then click Submit. Once you've submitted your application to one or more positions, you can view the status of your application by logging into your My AmeriCorps profile. On the homepage, you will see the status of all applications. Here's a key to understanding what each application status means. It is important to track the status of your applications. If you have been selected to serve, you must log in and accept the position. You should receive an email stating that there has been a change made to your application. Typically, the project site will contact you to offer the position as well. That's the AmeriCorps application process. Again, if you have any questions that arise during the process, you can call the National Service Hotline at 1-800-942-2677 for technical assistance with your application Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also visit questions.nationalservice.gov and submit a question for a response within 2 business days. You can also contact the project supervisor directly with any questions related to the specifics of the position. Good luck!